everybody, and welcome to my video, Getting Tidier. I hope you're all well. I hope you've had a lovely, I was nearly going to say a lovely weekend, but it feels like the weekend, but it's actually Wednesday when I'm recording this. However, by the time it goes out, it probably will be perfect timing, and it will be me asking you about the weekend. So I'd love to know what you've been up to. Have you been tidying, sorting, cleaning, washing? Goodness me, I've been really busy. So in a couple of days, it's going to be my daughter's birthday. She is extremely excited and we're having lots of people around the house. Now, what I normally do when lots of people are coming around the house is what I call surface tidy, which is basically get a load of things and kind of try to hide them, put them in a bag, or just quickly do a quick surface tidy. Which is really like go over, make all the seats are clear, people can sit down, and then put stuff in various places. But because I've been so busy, been actually getting rid of things, it's going to be a little bit easier, hopefully. Although I am partway through a couple of projects, so you will see that on this video today. So thank you to those of you so much that keep on watching my videos. Like and comment, and to those of you that have subscribed, I really very much appreciate it. Just a reminder that for the next couple of months, any money that I make from the channel, I do make very small amount of money from I guess the advertising in terms of how YouTube works, so I am going to be giving that to charity. So if you do watch a little bit longer, if you do like and subscribe, it all helps my channel to grow. And don't forget, when we get to 3,000, I'll be doing a giveaway. And one of the giveaways will be one of my handmade macrame hangers. Or if you're in America, let me get this right, macrame hangers. We call it macrame here. So thank you very much for following. So today, this morning, my daughter spent a little bit of time with her grandma. She's been making a little woolen doll, and grandma's been helping her to knit it all together, which has been just lovely for them to spend the time together. My daughter's so pleased with what she's been able to make. I might take a photograph of that at some point so you can all see it. She's named it and everything, but she's had great fun with that. So she popped to my mum's. Then they went and walked the dog. So while they did that, I did some bits in the house. Then when she came back, we popped to the supermarket. We needed to finish off party bags. Maybe this will be the last party that I do party bags for. Who knows? But we'd got all the things to go into the party bags, but no bags. Well, actually, I tell a lie. We bought the party bags in Italy, but when we got them home, we discovered that there were only 3. And it didn't say on the front of the bag, but we thought that all the bags were the same, which was pink and silver spots. But when we opened them, there were only, like I said, there were only 3. One of them was blue striped and the other one was for your new baby. So we went to Tesco and we got some little bags. For a moment, I did panic because she said, oh, they don't have party bags here. And she was looking at these like gift bags, £2.50 each. I thought, oh, please, no. I've just bought all the inside, all the bits and pieces for the girls. I don't want to be spending £2.50 per bag. But we went to the wrong aisle. So you went to the next aisle and there were the 10 bags for £2.50. So we went and got those. We went and got some other bits and pieces. We came home, we had lunch, and then we got ready to meet my daughter's friends. So we met them for 2:00. The cinema, you kind of never really know with the cinema, do you? And I had to send the invites out before the summer holidays. So we said 2 till 6:30. And then the cinema showing was at 3:15. So they went into sort of like this entertainment place and had a few goes on different, games where you've got like a puck and push it across the table and all this sort of thing. Then we came out, went into the cinema, and goodness me, like mum's worst nightmare for a party. I went up to buy the tickets and she was speaking in her second language. And I initially thought she said, no tickets. And I thought, oh my goodness, I guess I'm old fashioned. I have never ever thought that there was a need to buy tickets in advance unless it was a showing that's like extremely popular. You know, when the first showing of a particular film or as a special highlighted show. But this film we went to see has been out for ages, so that never crossed my mind that I needed a book. Anyway, we needed 5 tickets because my husband then left us, came home to start doing some of the birthday cake. And I said to my husband, she said no tickets. He said that can't be right. So she said, small number of tickets. I said, okay, few. So it ended up being three seats at the front, 1 behind, and then 1 behind that. But thankfully, the girls didn't mind. So they all really enjoyed the film, and then we took them for a meal afterwards. It's a place that is very good with allergies. That tends to be the manager of the restaurant cooks the food, cleans down all the grate and everything, and then cooks the food. So it's one place that we actually feel like we can trust. So they had dinner and then they went home, and my daughter gave the party bags out, and they were looking through their bags and very, very pleased. And you know how I talk about how I'm not keen on waste. I made a point of trying to get things that they could use. So they seemed to be pleased about that. So my daughter is the very, very youngest of the year. So she's just turning 12. But of course, some of her friends are going to be turning 13. So she'll go back to school, and there will be some 13-year-old in her class. It just seems strange because she's only just turned 12. And there's often big differences in this age group, isn't there? Like a 10-year-old and 11-year-old and a 12 and a 14-year-old. Only a couple of years, but, you know, maturity and emotionally and physically, they can be really very, very different. So you can see in my video, a couple of videos here of me sorting the kitchen out and also getting the washing out. We've continued to have some sort of warm but cloudy days here in England, but also some really sunny days. So we're continuing to enjoy the weather. It did amaze me. I went into Norwich city centre, Norwich in Norfolk, England, and to get a few bits and pieces yesterday. And one of the things that my husband asked me to go and look for was a certain type of kebab stick. And do you know, I went into 2 shops. They said, oh, it's out of season. And I look around and you see all the Christmas decorations or the Halloween decorations. I think, goodness me, it's out of season. I'm thinking, like, it's still summer. We've still got a few weekends of summer left. It's due to be really nice weather, and that means that we might still be having barbecues. But no, they'd got rid of all their stock in their sale. So yeah, we got quite a few things. My daughter was a bit tired afterwards. She said, are you always like that when you go in the city? Because I was going to pop in by myself and she was going to do something with my husband, Daddy. And I said, oh yeah, I'm always like this. Just before your birthday, I write myself a list of all different bits and pieces I need to get. And then I go into the city on a mission. You can also see on the video I'm doing a few little bits in my garden. You can see that I was watering the kohlrabi. I haven't got all the kohlrabi in yet, and I'm a bit worried that I might be late. A friend posted on Facebook showing a kohlrabi about the size of his fist, and I thought, goodness me, there's me not having planted them all in yet. And I know you are right, those of you that have said my kitchen is taking a battering. It really has. Lots and lots to do in my kitchen. I still feel like there's more to get rid of, more to declutter and more to sort. A couple of you have also suggested about how you write your supermarket lists and how you go through your cupboards and check what you've got, that sort of thing. So I do need to be more organised. I do need to do another declutter and just see what I can get rid of and create a bit more space. I'm on holiday from work Thursday and Friday of this week, which will be nice. I did a bit of work on Tuesday morning, which I think I probably mentioned on my last video, but it didn't make me laugh because my manager said, oh, welcome back. I didn't say anything because I thought I was working. I don't normally work for my first job on a Tuesday, but because I was working on a Tuesday for my second job, I just thought I'd squeeze in a meeting with him. He said, oh, welcome back. I thought I didn't dare say. Well, don't forget, I'm also on holiday Thursday and Friday. He doesn't work Fridays, so that won't make much difference. But obviously I'm on holiday Thursday, and there's no way that I'd ever work on my daughter's birthday. Absolutely no way. So whatever day that falls, I'm always making sure that I'm clear on that day. I was looking at my diary though, because kind of obviously at the end of the summer, my daughter's going back to school, and my husband, since we came back from Italy, his work pattern has been about the same, but I keep juggling things until the schools go back. So she's going back to school on Thursday, and I just looked through my diary and thought, goodness me, because I've not had much by way of meetings, and actually quite a few people are off during the summer. So September is like crazy. For job number 1, I've got 3 big events to present at. Then for job number 2, I've got a training session the first week she goes back. And I'm trying to get all this decorating done at the same time. So we're trying to squeeze that in, sort of me and my husband. So Tuesday evening we went and did loads of work. But there's loads of painting to do. And what's worse is there's ceilings to paint. And I don't know if any of you are into decorating. I'm quite happy painting. But ceilings, when the room is full of furniture, is all a bit of a nightmare. So with my volunteering and obviously me being, or them tempting to rope me into other things, quite a few of you have sort of given me advice on this and just said, just say no, you don't need to provide a reason, just say no, you're unavailable, which is true. The reason why I'm a little bit cautious is the lady who's trying to get me roped into doing more and to do a Monday is also the lady she's sent me about 4 messages asking for my camp licence paperwork. Now, she sent me 2 messages when I was in Italy. Then she sent me a message when I was in Durham, and then she sent me another message. So I've taken that round to her. Now, she'll do a preliminary check before it's then sent off for main assessment. I mean, all these hoops you have to go through. So I don't really want to say to her no, because then I feel like she might start going through my licence information and start saying, oh, you haven't done this and you haven't done that. So that's why I'm a little bit wary. So talking about you giving different advice, I'm going to go through some of your comments. And thank you so much for those of you that take the time to comment. All the comments just so helpful. So sometimes people say, great job. Other people might put, several comments on one video. Some people might just write one big message. All extremely, very, very helpful. And I love reading through them. So first message is from Karen Howard. Hi Karen, how are you? Karen says, such a lucky young lady to have so many books and toys. Maybe donate some to the women's shelter. My sister used to take her twins' books that they had outgrown to the local hospital waiting room for the little kiddies. Oh, that's a nice idea. Well, you'll be pleased to know there's a couple of places they've gone, and you're going to see me put loads of stuff in my little Fiat 500 and take it off to the charity shop. I think it's in this video. So I took loads to a charity called Break, and I quite like it. I think a lot of charities do this now, but they send you, if you're registered for them to get money back, because charities can claim like 20% back or something, they send you emails. Now, thankfully, they don't tell you what they've sold, so I'm pleased about that because I don't want to know the detail. But they say, hello, Emma, thank you for your donations. We have currently made £30 on your donations or whatever. So I like that. And then also, so that was in the morning that we went into the city. I left here, I filled the car up, I took the donations to the charity shop. I realised I'd left my phone at home. So I came back, went to the fire station, and I dropped off all those Italian books for the man to give his son. Then after we went there, we went into the city, and I took back those bottles. Do you remember I bought those little bottles from Primark to put antihistamine in? Unfortunately, I got them home thinking I was so clever getting these little travel bottles, and then I suddenly realised, they're not food safe. So I had to take them back. It's only a few pounds, but I just wanted to get my money back, of course. And I went into a pharmacy and I said, look, we always get all our medicine through you. Are you not able to please just give me a few little bottles? So They said yes. The same place that said no last time. She said, is 5 okay? I said 6 would be even better. So they gave me 6 little tiny plastic bottles, which has then meant I've been able to do my daughter's medicine bag in a proper, like, fashionable mini backpack. So she's really pleased about that because it's got all her medicine there, which she can carry around, as well as space for sunglasses, brush, phone when she has one, and purse. So I was really pleased. And at the moment at school, she ends up taking a big school bag into the hall, and nobody else is allowed to take their bag in. But she does because she's got her medicine in there. So I thought that would be nicer. She can have her mini backpack inside her school backpack, and at lunchtime she can leave her big backpack where everyone else's is, and she can just take a little one out with her. Brooke says about her goats. Now, if you look up Brooke Howell, Brooke comments on quite a few of my posts, but you're going to see some really, really cute baby goats. Brooke's just done a little video because I kept asking her about them. And she says her neighbour's young male goat, Buck, came to visit for a few months, and 3 of the female goats became pregnant. Sadly, one of them miscarried both of her babies. Oh, what do you do when that happens? Do they is the goat like sad? Does she understand what's happened, do you think? I always think that's awful when that happens. This poor animal. Then the second goat, S'mores, had twins last week. Is S'mores named after s'mores? Do you have s'mores in America? I wonder whether we both think s'mores are the same thing. The little guy had trouble with nursing, so we bottle fed him twice. I held his mouth open and Mum squeezed his milk into his mouth. Oh, they're both doing well now, but Mum has not completely decided on their names. The third goat, Christmas, named because different neighbours gave the goat to my dad a few years ago, is in isolation. She hasn't had her babies yet. I was trying to wait until they were all born to take a video. We're currently under a heat advisory. It's very humid here. So does that then become dangerous for them, Brooke? Like to make sure they're drinking enough and so on? Otherwise, I'd go out and take one of the 2 yet unnamed kids. So it's very humid and very hot. Oh, I liked watching that video. I really did. You could call one of the baby goats Emma. Oh. Then Video Games Historian says, Emma, sell your toys either in bundles or in one bulk lot. Lots of car booters look to buy stuff in bulk. If you bag up little toys together, it keeps things tidy and easy if you decide to get rid later on. Okay, thanks for that tip. What, so do you put them in like clear plastic bags? How does that work? I've got quite a few little bits and pieces. You know how children get all the random little bits and pieces. I've got some bags that we've just had over the years, like sort of very thin sort of cotton bags, which you can see through, or those voile bags. But I haven't got any bigger bags, so any advice welcome. Tracy 4 says, you're doing great, Emma. So I do love reading through all of my comments. So thank you very, very much. Teague80 says, I wonder if you need to hot wash your socks. Mine just go in the regular 30-degree wash. Yeah, this is because they're white. So they've gone on a whitewash. So that's often what happens. The whitewash, I think, seems to tighten up the cotton and then makes them smaller. But a lot of the very small ones now, I've just got rid of as rags to the charity shop. Big, so I hope your daughter's allergies will be a motivator for you to keep up the good work. Yes, absolutely. So thank you very, very much for my comments. And my most recent video has just gone out as a premiere. And that's already got 185 views, which is good, since it's only just gone out. So thank you everybody very much. So like I told you all, Friday is my daughter's birthday. She's already very, very, very excited about it and asking what time can she get up, because We are quite strict with mornings. I can remember when she was really small, she started like waking up before 6. So I said, oh no, you can't get out of bed before 6. And she's still really good. So in the evening she'll say to me, oh, what time should I call up? Because we're up the floor above her. And I'll say, or so I say 8:30. And then if she wakes up at 8, she'll just pick up a book and read it. So she said, oh, what time can I get up on Friday? So I said, oh, I don't know, 7. So she's really excited. She's got presents from her friends and she's had quite a few cards arrive. So family are going to be coming round in the afternoon. There's quite a few people coming, so I've said a few different times so I don't have everybody arrive at the same time. So that'll be nice, our family coming round. And then Saturday is the day that we're going to look at this car. His second car. So we've managed for many, many years with one car, but it's just got harder and harder and harder to juggle everything. So my husband's hoping to buy a second car, so we're going to travel and go and look at that. And then on Sunday, we are hoping to go to Colchester Zoo. And I know some of you live near Colchester, so she's got a friend that she's kept in touch with from her old school, and we're going to pick him up. And we're hoping to go to Colchester Zoo. And to be honest, even if it rains, we'll probably go, because I always think that you can't wait for sunny days. Otherwise, your whole life, you end up putting your life on hold, waiting for sunny days. So even if it's raining, we're still going to go. So you can see in this part of the video, I know a number of you like to see what's leaving the house. So you can see, those plastic bin bags, the black bags, are really, really thick and strong. But they're not great for our bin. So I actually not got many left, but I thought, I could get rid of these. They're actually quite good for like stuff in the garden maybe. But I just thought I can just get rid of them. So the white bag I can use inside my bin. I know it's silly. The only thing that I regret is looking back through things. And I know you've told me this before. A number of you have said, if you start with a black bin bag, then you can't see what's in the things. But of course now I've gone through all the things again. There was one thing I decided that I wanted to take out of the bag, which is a bit silly. But also you're just reminded, aren't you? You're reminded of what you're getting rid of, which I think is better for me not to do. So you can see Betty Blue, my little car. That white bag has been sitting there for ages, but there's not much space at the charity shop. So I wanted to put everything behind in the back seats, so I could just pull up, jump out and just get everything out of the car. As it was, somebody started making a fuss and pulling their face at me. There was such a massive gap. It was a big enough gap for 2 tractors to get through, but this man was saying there wasn't enough space. Anyway, the charity shop, I thought, I bet there'll be a sign saying no donations accepted, but there wasn't. That said, no donations to be left outside, please bring everything in. So they took everything, which I was really, really pleased. And then you'll see me spending a bit more time in the kitchen. So I'm trying to get on top of my washing and get everything dried, ready for when people come round on Friday. My daughter's already also decided to get rid of some of her dressing up dresses. So she'd got a dress, a proper Disney dress, which is Elsa's dress, which is too small and she's happy to get rid of. Some fairy wings and wand, her lovely medieval dress, which when I asked her about 6 months ago, she said, no, I don't want to get rid of that. Do you know, I checked the sizing and I said, there's no way you fit in that. That's far too small. Let's just get rid of it. I'll sell it. I'll see if I can sell it for you. She said, that does fit me. And she put it on. She could hardly move her arms. She said, I don't want to get rid of it. I might wear it again. I said, okay, fine. Put it in the dressing up box. But everything came out again. And she said, oh, no, I've got rid. I don't want that anymore. So I've put it for sale. And as I put it for sale, I checked the sizing. Do you know what size it is? It's age 3 to 4. I think it's got to be a pretty big size 3 to 4. But when she started wearing it, that went right down to the floor. And of course now that comes above her knee. and it's very tight around the body. But when she was smaller, it was quite baggy. So, yeah, so she's got rid of a few. So there was one other dress, like a unicorn dress. So I wanted to, there was a stain on the Elsa dress and a mark on the front of the unicorn dress. So I rubbed some fairy liquid into them and I've washed them. So hopefully I'll get rid of the stains and then I'll sell them. I don't know what charity shops and second-hand shops are like where you are. But if I send the Elsa dress to the charity shop, even if it's in really good condition, but it's got one small mark, they'll probably just send it for rags. And I hate the thought of that being wasted and just put in the bin or sent to rags. So, yeah, I've tried to get the stain out, and then I'm actually going to see if I can sell it for her. Even if I just sell it for a few pounds, and then I'll put it in her money box for her savings. So, I do quite a lot in the kitchen in this video, but you'll see I don't get on top of things. I've got that pile of things on the right that need to be cleared and sorted out. And then I've got a little kind of pile of things developing on the left next to the draining rack. So I do need to spend some time on that. But they're just, at the moment, they've just been other sort of priorities. Keeping the hall, so I do some sorting of the hall and clearing of the hall. Actually, I wanted to hoover the hall tonight, but my husband gets so sniffly with dust and with the hoover. He doesn't seem to get like that when I sweep the rug and sweep the wooden floor, but he does as soon as I put the hoover on. My husband always says that always stives up all the dust, so we can't change the bed covers and sheets just before bed, can't hoover, can't put washing away, anything that stives stuff up into the air. That really makes him sort of sniffly. And actually, when I did that massive great sort out of my daughter's room over those couple of sort of 2 or 3 videos, that really affected him. His eyes are affected as well, but I just don't know whether there was something else going on, like some sort of, pollen issue or something. And I can't believe I've ended up with a massive great pile of clean washing in my hall. I just can't believe that myself, to be honest. But partly with the washing, did I tell you all that my husband poured boiling water on his foot? Of course, that was partly my fault because I'd cleaned the cupboards out and something fell from the cupboards. I joke, but I'm not joking. He was then going to make my daughter an ice cream. And I wouldn't do this. I'd just get the ice cream scoop and put boiling water on the ice cream scoop over the sink. But he'd poured boiling water in a jug, put the ice cream scoop in the boiling water, and then opened the cupboard. He hadn't got the ice cream out or the ice cream cone, but he'd gone to get like hundreds and thousands from the top cupboard. And as he opened the cupboard, something fell down. I think it was like some cake cases, bun cases, that knocked the boiling water. The boiling water, then the jug then went all over the floor on my washing, but also partly on his foot. Now, thank goodness he'd got socks on, and he immediately thought to take the sock off. The only thing that he did wrong, as I told him, well, I screamed about it actually, was to get cool water on it. But then as he went up the stairs, he touched it, which of course you should never do because it breaks the skin instantly. The skin's not broken, and of course there's a risk of infection. So I put cool water on it. I gave him a couple of homeopathic remedies, and then I've bandaged it up, and just hoping that it heals over the next few days. If it's not going to look like it's going to heal, then obviously he's going to need to go to the doctors. It was very lucky he didn't get it all over his toes, because that would have been dreadful. It's bad enough as it is to walk, but to get it over the toes would have been horrendous. So you can see on this part of the video that my daughter got a noodle. That's what that blue thing is. And she said she saw it in the supermarket. I said, no, we're not getting one of those. And then she went, it's £1.25 reduced at the end of the summer, in their sale. And she does really use a noodle quite a lot. And some of the places we go on holiday, the pools are really deep. So I said, yeah, okay, we'll buy it. So that's going to go upstairs and be put in the holiday case. So you can see I moved it out of part of the video. But look, It's gone to the bottom of the stairs with all the other things on the stairs. That's partly what I wanted to show. You know, you move things from one place, it just all goes to another place. But I do like my stairs to keep clear, and they've not been cleared for some time. So in part of this video, I clear all the stairs, move everything upstairs onto the landing, and then move it into its home. So in a minute you will see me then sitting at the top of the stairs on the landing and sorting through all the bits and pieces. So there's a couple of things that we're going to change for my daughter's room. What I'm going to look for is a basket which can sit by her door, which I could put clean washing in. What do you think? I was also thinking about some sort of, or the other thing I thought was a basket that could sit by her boxes at the end of her bed, which can have bits and pieces that need to be put away in her room. Because even though I've done so much work on her room, I've taken loads of things from the stairs which belong in her room, and then they just all get put in the doorway. So I thought if there's a little box, so I looked in a couple of shops, but a lot of the boxes seem to not have any lids, and I just don't want to see all the stuff. And we just now popped to get some paint from Homebase, and they did have quite a nice basket with a lid, and I asked the lady how much it was, and she said it's £56. I thought that's a bit pricey for one box, but it wasn't. It was 3 boxes, and I thought, do I need 3 boxes? So I didn't get that, and to be honest, I wasn't that keen on the type of weave of the basket, but I'm still looking, because I think, and if I could just put a nice basket at her doorway, and then I could then say to her, as one of her jobs, you need to go through your basket and put the bits away. So that's what I was thinking. So you can see here I'm at the top of the stairs. I've got loads of stuff there now, haven't I? Sitting in piles. But this is the reality. And I think people don't always, sometimes it just feels like we go around in circles, doesn't it? But this is the reality of how things all end up moving round. And you sort the stairs out, but another room is a mess. At this point, I had realised that I'd been up and my daughter had gone to my mum's. My husband was working, and I realised that I'd not had anything to drink all morning. So I'd gone and got myself a pint of water. Well, I'm nearing the end of this video. So for those of you that are still here, thank you so much for your kindness and all your support. I just think the people on YouTube are so lovely, all the comments that you make. And I love hearing about your own families and what decluttering and cleaning projects you're up to, because I know you're all doing different things. As one of our followers is building their own house, and they're going to be moving in soon. So I've got all those thoughts about design and storage and, what goes in the house and what doesn't. I know some of you have been decluttering for the last 10 years. Some of you are chasing your tail like I am. And it's just really great to sort of learn more about you and the places you all live. And thank you very much for those of you that are new followers and have shared with everyone where you're from. So at some point, I'm going to do a big list of all the countries and all the states where people are from. There was even a couple of people from India following, and a couple of people from, wasn't China, I think it was Vietnam. Anyway, I remember seeing it and was very shocked. So welcome to everybody. Anyway, thank you very much for all your kindness and support, and thank you for watching my video, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.